Good morning. This is Scott Fletcher.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. I've got you on. It looks like we're still missing the others, so let's give them just a moment.
Okay, very good.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Feinstein is with us. I'm not seeing Commissioner Pennington, but the time is 10:30. The meeting's recording, and you do have a quorum, sir, if you'd like to press on.
Thank you, Mr. Vella. I hereby call to order this meeting of the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission. Today is Thursday, April 11th, 2024, and the time is 10:31 a.m. Would those commissioners that are in attendance please identify themselves and state as to whether they are here in person or via telephone or via Google Meets?
This is Eric Feinstein. I'm here via Google Meets.
Telephone.
Okay, sounds like a full quorum. Welcome, gentlemen. This is Scott Fletcher, and I am attending via telephone as well. Item B is our new business. It is pursuant to ARS sections 5-227, 5-228 A, B, and E, and 5-229, the renewal license application submitted by Mr. Roberto Vargas, doing business as Iron Boy Combat Sports LLC for a 2024 promoter's license. Mr. Bell, I was pleased to see this agenda. It's good to have Mr. Vargas back in the mix, assuming we pass this this bill or this piece we're talking about. But will you please speak to Mr. Vargas's application?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. So based on the investigative report from our financial investigator, Mr. Vargas and his organization, Iron Boy Combat Sports, do present a financially stable status. I would say this is obviously unique in that it is not a timely application. There was a delay, but I've spoken at length with Mr. Vargas about it, and there were some unforeseen circumstances that he was dealing with, and so we've obviously discussed the importance of deadlines and timeliness, and it is our expectation, of course, that all of our applicants and licensees are timely with commission deadlines. So he understands that, and with that said, I do recommend his approval, and I look forward to working with him again this year.
Thank you, Mr. Vella. We have a long history with Iron Boy, and they have done things the right way for a long, long time. So I'm glad to see him back. Mr. Vargas, are you with us? I take that as a no. Commissioners, what are your thoughts regarding this application?
Mr. Chairman, I agree with your comments regarding the long history that we've had with Iron Boy Combat Sports under different names over time, but certainly one that has put on a significant number of boxing and MMA events and has been a promoter that we have worked with for many years. So I am glad to see, like you, I am glad to see that he has resubmitted his application. And I commend our executive director for making sure that all policies and procedures are adhered to going forward.
Great. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Feinstein, any thoughts?
No, I would just concur. I have very little reservation about renewing the application for Iron Boy, having been to a number of their events and witnessed the professionalism and the manner in which they put these on. I think this is really one of the exemplary promotions that we have in the state. So very, very little reservation about renewing the application.
Great. Thank you, Commissioner. It sounds like we are all in the same position. Chair, be open to a motion if there is one.
Mr. Chairman, pursuant to ARS 5-227, 5-228, 5-229. I move that we renew the license application submitted by Mr. Roberto Vargas, doing business as Iron Boy Combat Sports LLC, for a 2024 promoter's license.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that motion.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. It's good to have Mr. Vargas and Iron Boy back in the mix. Good things are afoot. In fact, he's got something scheduled. Item C, our information report, speaks to that. C1 is our event reports. The following events were conditionally approved by the executive director pending the approval of a new or renewal 2024 promoter's license. That was a request from Iron Boy Combat Sports LLC for approval of a boxing event to be held at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona on April 27th, 2024. So that one's in stone, and our calendar continues to expand. Mr. Bell, any thoughts?
No, sir. Just we're happy to see our calendar continuing to be full, and our local promoters, as well as others coming in for larger events, are doing a tremendous job. I was going to address it in the call to the commission, but this past weekend we had a great event down in Tucson. Commissioner Pennington was in attendance, and we're seeing a lot of competitive bouts, and the matchmaking is being done very well as promoters meeting deadlines and ensuring all medicals are in timely. So really, really great job from all of our promoters.
It's great news, Mr. Vela. Thank you. What did attendance look like?
For the
Rialto
Tucson
was
event,
packed.
it was sold out.
Hot dog. That's great to hear. Tucson's a gem, I think, for the right promoters, can do great things down there. So I'm really happy to hear it's moving in the right direction. Why don't we move to the call to the commission? We can talk about it. D is our call to the commission. Commission members or the executive director may introduce summary of current events, ask questions, and or make comments. Mr. Vela, anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, sir. Just that again, everybody's doing a tremendous job. I would like to touch on baseline testing. It's going very well. We're administering them virtually, so I feel that we've got a very smooth process with that now, and athletes are finding it very easy to navigate that. It's not taking much time at all, and it's great to have that data on all of our athletes, so that in the event that they suffer a concussive blow or any suspicion of head trauma, we have that baseline and can compare it to the post concussion testing. But other than that, nothing much to add.
Okay, that's great. Regarding baseline testing, it's obviously a great thing for each fighter. It's also sending the right message to promoters. I try and chat up promoters when I see them, and they're very pleased. They see us as a place that puts a huge priority on fighter safety. So it's a great thing across the board, Mr. Bella. Commissioners, thoughts, questions?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to reiterate Mr. Vela's comment regarding the rise of the prospect event in Tucson. The Rialto Theater was full. It was packed, a sold out show. And the promoter does a very good job in running the show. I mean, everything moved like clockwork, and matching contestants or combatants so that it is a very competitive event or fight for each of the matches. And I would just encourage any commissioner that may have a child in Tucson to attend one of these events at some point.
I know one of those, and I would love to. Mr. Vela, when they schedule the next one, please keep me in the loop if you would, because I do want to get down there and see that. And I'll bring that child with me too.
Yes, the next event, Mr. Chairman, will be in November for Rise of the Prospects.
Okay, perfect. I'll be there. Very good. Commissioner Pennington, any thoughts? All right, sorry, Commissioner Feinstein, how about you?
Now my question was just for Mr. Vela regarding the concussion testing is at what interval are we administering the post-concussive testing if there's a knockout or other concern for concussion?
So it depends depends on a few factors. Obviously, in the event that a fighter is knocked out or transported from the venue, we're not able to get that there. We really defer to the ringside physicians on when that should be administered. So we've done sideline assessments where essentially right afterwards, even if there wasn't a knockout or a TKO, maybe they're like, they were taking a lot of headshots. Can we do a sideline assessment right here after the fight? And then other times it may be much longer interval. And what the ringside physicians have been instructed to do is to suspend the athletes for the normal time. So for a TKO, a minimum of 30 days, for a knockout, a minimum of 60 days, and then an indefinite suspension until they're back to baseline. So in which case the fighter, what we've seen is that for the most part, they're suspended and they want to get back in there. So they reach out to us to do that post-concussion test.
So really the post-concussive testing from the application would really only be done as they wish to return to activity with the commission.
At this time, that's the way we've done it. We can certainly look to that if you feel that that we should put more or a closer interval on that. I'd be open to it.
Yeah, we can take that offline and maybe discuss with Dr. Oda, but I think I think this is a great start. I'm wondering what we could do to hone it, but thank you.
Absolutely.
Very good. Oh, I should probably speak to the legislative side a little bit. There's a bill 1575 that was going to dissolve various commissions, including racing and ours and Department of Gaming. Met with Tim Dunn, who's a representative from Yuma, talked about that at length. And last week, he put an amendment through to remove us from the bill. The bill still exists. It passed the Senate easily and is in the House right now, but there's an amendment to pull us out of it. So it looks like we'll be fine, but the legislature is an exciting place right now. No telling what might take place, but just want to let everybody know that's taking place. Anything else, gentlemen?
Mr. Chairman, regarding that proposed Senate bill, it may be important for executive director and others involved to be looking and planning in the event that bill takes place. I know that the staff does a great job, but this would be a change. It would affect us in possibly several different ways regarding the support that the commission has from either racing or gaming at this point for the accounting and various and sundry other aspects. So I would assume that the executive director and others are looking at contingency planning for that in case it does happen.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. It seems to change daily. They may have bigger fish to fry right now, but this could pass. I don't know if it gets through the governor's desk, but that's above my pay grade right now. It continues to change and probably will again, but you're right. We need some contingency planning should it come to pass. It changes daily, it seems like. So more to come on that. Mr. Vella, anything else?
Nothing from me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, let's press on. E is an announcement that the next regularly scheduled commission meeting will be at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, April 17th, 2024, and it's subject to change based on a quorum. And F is the possibility of adjournment. Do we have a motion for adjournment?
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We are adjourned. Thank you all for your time. Everybody take care and we'll get together here real soon. Sounds like next Wednesday. Take care, everybody.
Sounds like it to me. Thank you.